Hi, you are watching Pinoy Scoop, your daily entertainment news channel in the Philippines.
When Direct Lav Diaz asked me if I would consider going back to acting, and sinabi ko na, well, you know, if the character is interesting and engaging, why not, no? So when he sent me the material and binasa ko yung script and I discovered the character, I fell in love with the character. Yeah, I fell in love with the character of Orasha Somorostro. I was fascinated with the character of Orasha Somorostro. She's a school teacher who was framed up by her ex-lover, and she was convicted for life for a crime that she did not commit. And so for 30 years, the story begins. Somebody owns up to the crime. In the 30 years that she was in prison, she befriended someone, and this co-inmate friend felt so guilty. So one day she decided she will tell the truth, and that she actually did the crime. She actually committed the crime. So after 30 years in prison, she was set free with the intent, of course, of taking revenge on the man who caused her misery and who deprived her of 30 years of life. Along the way, as the story unfolds, she meets kind souls, and random acts of kindness would bring out the humanity in her, and she forgets the whole idea of taking revenge. So there's a story of transcendence. It's a journey of transcendence for the character. It in fact is a very spiritual journey, and that attracted me so much to the role and the character. Siyempre, di ba, natutuwa ako, masaya ako, pero natakot din ako because I have not acted for the past more or less 15 years, no? May takot, may kaba, may excitement, mixed feelings. So, as a person, kasi I always prepare for a job, no? So, nag-immerse ako. I mean, some sort of an immersion. I went to the Bureau of Correctional. I interviewed several women inmates there. I talked to them about their life in prison. Kasi I had to imagine anong nawala sa akin, di ba? Yung paglabas ng character, kasi dun sa pelikula, 60 years old na. So kung 30 years siya in prison, 30 years old ako when the character was convicted. So kinausap ko sila kung paano yung buhay sa loob, no, na parang tumitigil ang mundo para sa iyo. So and then I toured the premises. I wanted to have a feel of what it's like to be in prison. And then I did some acting workshop. Nag-refresher course ako. Yeah, with Malu de Guzman. Yeah, and then I met also with some friends who have worked with Lav Diaz, and I asked them what's the experience like, just to manage my expectations. And then he told me, sabi ni Direct Lav, Charo, pag nagpipelikula ako, I usually go to an island. I bring everyone there, tapos, I finish the film in 10 days. Para, tapos na, walang storbo. Sabi ko, island? I grew up in an island. I grew up in Calapan, Oriental, Mindoro. Would you like to check out the place? So, pumunta si Direct Lav, nagustuhan niya. And after 2 days na of location hunting, sabi na, Charo, I've chosen Calapan, Oriental, Mindoro as our location site, for the film. And it was a great, enjoyable experience for me. Siyempre nostalgic kasi nakita ko yung mga kalaro ko ng bata ko, yung mga kalaro ko na nagpipi ko. Ano yun? Anong laro yun?
Patintero.
Yeah, patintero, mga ganyan. Tapos I went back to our ano tawag dito? Our church, yung simbahan namin ng Santo Niño, and the school where I went for elementary and high school. I met up with friends, tapos nakita ko rin yung progress ng Calapan, from a small town to now a very progressive city. Tapos dinala rin ako ni Direk Lav sa mismong lugar where we grew up, doon sa old hospital compound. Kasi my father was a doctor and was the director of the provincial hospital. So, hindi ko alam na doon yung location namin. Basta sinabi lang niya na, alis muna kami, magsiset up muna kami, sabi niya. Tapos pagdating ko doon, sabi ko, my God, sabi ko, dito kami nakatira, dire-diretso ko doon sa old house namin, tuwang-tuwa ako. And then, I saw our former neighbors, ganyan, nakakatuwa. Masarap balikan yung kabataan mo, at saka kung saan ka nagkaisip. Masarap balikan yung payak na buhay, at saka yung mababait ang mga tao sa Calapan. Mababait sila. Sabi nga din Direk Lav, grabe naman yung mga tao dito, kahit nabukas yung mga pintuan. Parang, they can leave their doors open, parang bukas ang mga pintuan nila, and okay lang, parang they feel safe. Meron pa palang safe na lugar sa Pilipinas, sabi niya. Meron pa palang safe na lugar sa Pilipinas, sabi ni Direk Lav. And I felt very good because that's the kind of environment I grew up in. And mga simpleng tao, mga mapagkumbaba, makatao, yung magaling makipagkapwa. And it was an enjoyable experience. We had quite a few meetings here in Manila before going to the location, where we discussed, I wanted to know what are your expectations, diba? Yung parang, I just wanted to make sure that we had this similar understanding of the character and his vision for the film. So, and then on the set naman, parang I would just clarify things with him. The set is your playground with Lav Diaz. Parang he gives you artistic freedom to interpret your character the way you see fit, no? Of course, with a lot of collaboration, a lot of discussions with the director, because he's also the writer.
Yes.
But he will just tell you, Charo, sumilip ka sa camera, itong space mo. So, bahala ka na. And then, minsan naghahanap ka ng affirmation, di ba? Tama ba yung ginawa ko? Tama ba? And he will just say, rock and roll. Sabihin lang niya, rock and roll. Tapos ako naman, ano kaya yung, di ba? Sometimes you feel so incompetent, di ba? Tapos, pero, I guess after a good take, he would just raise his hand and sasabihin niya, rock and roll, ganon. So, yun na yun siguro. He made me memorize a short story. Kasi teacher ako who loves to write stories. So, yung Tagalog na ginamit niya, hindi naman colloquial, everyday conversational Tagalog. Parang poetry. Oo, malalim na Tagalog. Di ba si Direk Lav hindi nagka-cut? Hindi naman siya yung after 2 lines, kung may makalimutan ka, sige, cure natin. Hindi siya He actually documents the entire scene, and bahala ka how you want the character to journey. So I had to memorize. My God, sabi ko, kinakalawang na yata ako. Imagine, going back to acting and having to memorize 3 pages of deep Tagalog na parang poetry, very lyrical. The way he wrote it, ang galing-galing na talaga sumulat ng Tagalog. Talagang very fluid, and it was just, the words were just flowing. Pero hindi ko maiiba kahit na isang salita, kasi pag naiba ko yung salita, mag-iiba yung context. Or iba na, hindi na siya in rhythm to how the story was written. So, ayun talaga. Kasi, dinadasal mo na take 1, di ba? Yung, kasi, pag nag-falter ka, nakalimot ka in the middle of a 3-page script, di ba? Ulit ka na naman. So from the top, and then it was raining so hard that evening. May aeroplanong lumilipad, may original sound, may tricycle na umaandar. Ito timing mo yon, di ba? You have to be mindful that in fact, a plane is flying. Or there's a tricycle that's coming from another street. So even as you're reciting or telling the story in the scene, you have to be mindful also of the external conditions.
Yeah.
No? So yun, that was really a challenge. But thank God,
Curious lang po.
nagawa ko naman. I feel so grateful. Kasi nung tinanggap ko naman yung pelikula, pareho naman namin hindi inisip ni Lav that this will be invited to the Venice Film Competition. Sorry, and the Venice Film Festival, no? And in fact, it's getting more invitations as we're talking right now. I really just wanted to do a film with Lav Diaz. So there are no expectations. I just want to be there to enjoy the experience, meet the great artists from other parts of the world in the film business, and hopefully bring a learning or two back home. Sana naman may distribution outfit na po-makeup nito. Joke. No, I mean, di ba? I mean, at the end of the day, it's a distribution call. It's a business, and you're just hoping that a distribution outfit will pick it up. I mean, this is a film done by one of the greatest artists in the film industry. You know, this is a film helmed by a Lav Diaz, who is a rock star in Europe and other parts of the world. And I think it will be a shame if we don't get to show this to our kababayans. This is a sad film, but it is also a film that makes one reflective and makes one see the real meaning of life. No? Simpleng kwento siya ng isang tao who had to struggle about choices. And that's what life is all about. Every day we struggle about choices. You know, do we take the path less traveled, or do we choose the the road that is paved with roses? And I hope that, you know, when they watch the film and they see the journey of Orasha, they would realize that at the end of the day, it's when you transcend all the hurts and all the pain, and you learn to forgive, that you find peace in your heart, and that it can be the most difficult thing one can do, but can also be the most liberating experience for anyone. So, may lalim ang ang mensahe ng pelikulang ito. Spiritual siya eh. May transcendence kasi eh. Kasi lahat ng, can you imagine, di ba, ninakaw sa'yo 30 years of your life. And yet si Orasha, dahil siguro because of, she believed in the inherent goodness of man, transcend niya yung pain niya at yung hurts niya. And, I felt the value of kindness all over as I was watching it, I felt the value of kindness. Kindness really is, I think, one of the most beautiful attributes of mankind. And if we have faith in the inherent goodness of man, we will not go wrong. One cannot go wrong. Yeah. Well, one thing I learned working with Lav Diaz, we had several discussions while waiting for setups and all, about independent and mainstream cinema. And coming from a Lav Diaz, I was so humbled when he told me, Charo, there's only one cinema. There should be no distinction between independent or mainstream. There's only one cinema. And it's really just a matter of respecting the audience that you want to address. Diba? Knowing the audience that you want to talk to. But of course, cinema or the arts, is also about the shaping of culture. So, I guess it would be, doing films like this should encourage a lot more producers to contribute in the shaping of the culture of our generation, of our youth, of our country, in fact, without naman, having a condescending attitude on what is pure entertainment and diba and mainstream. I think there's a place for everyone. We don't have to choose one over the other. I learned that from Love. Cinema is cinema, whether it's independent or mainstream. Ako naman nagtatrabaho lamang. I don't think kasi of legacy. When I do something, I do it because I'm passionate about it and I want to do it. My heart tells me and my gut tells me that it will be a great ride, it will be a great adventure. The experience will make me a better person. Simple lang naman, diba? Wala naman dapat ibang masyadong iniisip. You just have to be true to yourself and do the work that is expected of you. Give your best. Be excellent in everything. That's about it. Whether the rewards come or they don't come, it should not matter. It really should not matter. If my heart says so. But you see, I just go with the flow. Oo. Kasi, parang when there's an opportunity, when the opportunities come, you just have to have the heart to listen to whether it's good to grab the opportunity or it's wiser to be, diba? To stay the course. It's having a mindful, sensitive soul to what the energy, ayun na, nandun na ako sa energy, energy of the universe offers, di ba? Hindi, siguro at my age, wala na ako dun sa siyempre, pag bata ka, nagpaplano ka pa, di ba? You're still building a career. Ibang-iba na iba na yung needs ko, iba na. So, at my age, I really just go with the flow if the opportunities come, and I think it will be a great experience, a great learning experience for me. Parang it will make me grow as a person. Then I'll go for it. and hopefully be able to influence, be a positive influence to my audience. I'm open. Di ba? Wala naman akong... ano ba? Paano ko ba sasagutin yan? The stars align, eh. Di ba? You just know when you're making the right decision. Parang ito, you know, it was just a dinner with Love. And he just asked me, Charo, palagay mo, aarte ka pa? Sabi niya, ganun lang natanong. Direct, ano naman, di naman ako sarado. Siguro pag maganda yung character, tsaka maganda yung kwento, yeah, why not? I'll consider, parang no big deal. Hindi ko pag-iisipan at mamamatay ako ng, gagawin ko ba to o hindi, di ba? Yung gano'n na, I don't sweat the small stuff anymore. Ganun. Tapos it just flowed. After 3 days, he emailed me with the script. Hindi pa nga tapos eh. Siguro, first 20 pages of his script. But I already got into the soul of the character in the first 20 pages of his script. Yeah. And then we met, and then, okay, I expressed my apprehensions, my fears, nanganganay ulit ako, ha? Then, sabi niya, alam mo, itong sinabi niya, Charo, let's just have fun. So, sabi ko, yeah, that's a great attitude, di ba? Let's have fun, di ba? So, pag may, direct tama ba yung ginawa ko? Sabi ko sa iyo, let's have fun, rock and roll. Ganun. So, it was such a pleasant experience talaga. Lav Diaz is one of the kindest persons that I've worked with. I mean, his set is just so cool and calm and hindi nag-iinit ang ulo. Everyone in his team are multitaskers. And then ako rin, may, di ba, I also wear naman the producer's hat.
Yeah.
O, di, parang producer din ako pag may kulang. O di, ano rin ako. You're a trooper eh. You don't feel like you're just an actor. You're a member of the team. And if he says we'll finish this at 2 in the morning because this actor has to leave and go back to Manila, you say yes. Di ba yung walang masyadong ano. And my roots, I guess, yung roots ko talaga, I started naman as an actor in small productions, di ba? I was never a product of the big studio. Oo. As a star, as an actor, I was never a product of the big studios. But I am such a great fan of all the artists that I got to know and love through the years.
Thank you for watching today's entertainment news here at Pinoy Scoop. Please don't forget to subscribe. Just click on the subscribe button below. Have a great day. Goodbye.